I'm Isaiah Truyman, and I train the world's best athletes. Surfers, snowboarders, golfers, tennis players, every sport imaginable, except for shooting. I have 10 weeks to take high school senior Reagan Tyler and make her into the best athletic shooter that she can be.
And I'm veteran Green Beret sniper instructor John Walding.
Remember your trigger squeeze.
And I figure if I can teach a few hundred Afghanis how to shoot without a lick of English, I ought to be able to do something with Reagan.
This is I Am Forever.
So let's stop and reconsider what we're really trying to accomplish.
In the beginning, we were active and exercising just to survive, hunting our meals, gathering berries, nuts, whatever it took to make it through the winter. As time progressed and sports emerged, new modalities came into play, but it was sort of the same thing. There wasn't a lot of actual cross-training, from machine strength training to powerlifting, Olympic lifting, high-intensity interval training, aerobics. But essentially, it's just people doing the same thing over and over, hoping they're getting better. They're simply, swinging the golf club more. But ultimately, to become the most well-rounded athlete and perform at your peak, you need to practice your sport, and you also need the best cross-training available. Essentially, the key is to learn skills and develop your fundamental fitness qualities. I'm not a golf coach. I'm not a tennis coach. I don't necessarily teach athletes how to be better at their sport. My goal and my job is to help them understand themselves better, really master their fundamental fitness qualities, break down the movements involved in their sport, and then put the pieces back together. That is exactly what we're going to do with Reagan this season, and what you at home can follow along and do with us as well. We're going to break down the key aspects of shooting. We're going to train her using multiple modalities. We're going to put all those pieces back together and watch her sports performance and her shooting ability improve.
Stand, push up, get into it.
I've identified 8 fundamental fitness skills that we're going to use to enhance Reagan's ability as a shooter. Mental focus, center of gravity, breathing and heart rate, coordination and timing, confidence, mental and physical endurance, reaction time, speed, agility, and quickness. It's no surprise that I'm not a shooting expert. I've invited my friends John Walding and Brady Cervantes to ensure that Reagan gets the very best marksmanship training in addition to athletic training, so that we can improve her skills and keep her safe at the same time.
Get the rhythm down. Perfect.
I Am Forever is really about challenging yourself every day, stepping outside your comfort zone and becoming the best that you can be. We are challenging you to follow along in this journey, improve your shooting athleticism with us and with Reagan.
All right, John, here's the deal. I've worked with a lot of athletes over the years, but never an athletic shooter.
Really?
I know I can help Reagan become a better athlete, but I really need your help improving her marksmanship and improving her athletic shooting overall.
Okay.
So how do you think we can do this together?
Well, I think, what I was in the military is exactly that, an athletic shooter. I think that's what we train to do, which is to shoot and move and communicate. And whenever you have to get that heart rate up and apply the basics well under pressure, that's what makes an athletic shooter a great shooter. And you saw firsthand whenever we went to the range.
That's right. Like I said, I'm kind of a newbie to the whole shooting world, but when I was out there, it was a lot more intense than I thought, a lot going through your head. Physically, you're tired. It's hard to lower your heart rate. There are a lot of athletic skills that are involved in being a great athletic shooter. Well, let's go meet Reagan.
Let's do it.
All right.
Whether it's volleyball, ATVs, or wake surfing, I'm always active. Now that I'm graduating high school, I'm looking for something new, and I think athletic shooting is it. There's really nothing else like it. You've got to be fast, change directions quickly, get off the ground explosively, all while keeping yourself under control enough to make the shots. It's such a cool challenge, and I can't wait to see how good I can get.
All right, so as you can tell, Reagan's already an athlete. In order to get good data, you have to have a baseline, right? I'm sure you do the same thing with your athletes, right?
I do. I always start with some kind of baseline test to measure their progress over time.
To measure the progress, absolutely. So we've got a baseline test that I developed. You want to see how she did on the baseline?
Yeah, I do.
Let's do it.
Reagan's baseline test begins with 3 slow aim stages. I just want to get a feel for her fundamental shooting ability without any additional time pressure or physical stress.
Lock and load 10 rounds and do your best.
We're going to test Reagan's handgun marksmanship first. She will take 10 shots at distances of 7, 15, and 25 yards. This is designed to see just how accurately she can fire her pistol.
All right, you good?
Yep.
This is the hardest one. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got 9 out of the 10. That really isn't bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna be, because that's a long way. The shot here, for no training to come up here for your first time to hit actually the board, that's good.
Okay.
So,
For Reagan's carbine portion, we're going to start her at the 50-yard line. She'll take 3 rifle shots from the standing position, 3 rifle shots from the kneeling, 3 rifle shots from the sitting, and 3 rifle shots in the prone position, and do the exact same thing at the 75 and the 100-yard mark. Again, this is a slow aim fire, so we want to see just how accurately she can shoot her carbine.
lock and load. Throw on safe. All right, drop to a knee. Get on the mat, drop to a knee. There you go. 3 rounds. Safe. Sit.
Like this?
However you want to shoot sitting. And the infamous prone position. 3 rounds on you. All right, so as you can see here, we got some stuff to work on, right? How'd it feel? Feel pretty good?
Yeah, it felt really good.
Could be a little different, right? Something you've never done. You may have never shot from a kneeling position or
Right.
from the sitting position.
Yeah, it was new.
Saw some good things you're doing, some good fundamentals. I saw a lot of things that we need to work on. And I'm excited to get onto that and make sure that the next time we do this, you're gonna rock it, okay?
Yeah, me too.
Reagan moves to the long range for the final slow aim stage. Using a bolt action rifle from the prone position, she must make 3 hits each on targets placed at 100, 300, 400, and 500 yards.
Reagan, on the command of begin, I want you to load 1 round at a time, 1 round at a time only, and engage your targets. Begin. Hit! Hit! Hit!
All right, Reagan, you're gonna move up and left.
Well, now you see how she moved the gun. She didn't move her body, so her body has got to be in line.
Target 2.
Remember I said from you through the gun to the target? Whenever she pulls the trigger, the recoil is going to go through her shoulder, so the gun is going to skip.
You have to reset it every time.
But if she's directly behind it, it's just going to come settle. So every time she pulls the trigger, she's going to have to resettle.
Miss!
I can guarantee you right now she's not aiming high enough.
Sure you're aiming at the right one?
Yeah.
See her toes because she's trying to push forward.
Hit!
Yes.
All right, let's move to target 3.
At this distance, how high above the target do you think she should be aiming?
We're at 4. Probably about 8 feet.
Hit!
Great job. Last target, Reagan.
Miss! 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 Hit! Miss! Hit! Hit!
There you go. Lock and clear.
The difference between a decent shooter and an advanced one is the ability to perform the basics well under pressure. When you're out of breath, on the clock, and all jacked up on Mountain Dew. In order to induce stress and get her heart rate going, I added a significant running component. For the first stress test, we're back on the 100-yard range. Reagan has to hit steel 3 times from the back of the range, then sprint to the 10-yard line for 3 more hits with the handgun. The rest of the course follows this 3-hit pattern, alternating between AR and pistol shots at 90, 20, 80, 30, 70, and 40 yards, respectively. Remember, Reagan's on the clock.
Begin. Remember, you got 3 rounds. Miss. Hit. 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 Lock and clear. There you go. Hit. 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 Lock and clear. Last one for the rifles. Miss. 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 Hit. Miss. Miss. You're off to the right. Hit. 2. Hit 3. Lock and clear. Last one. Slow as smooth, smooth as fast. Hit 1. Hit 2. Miss. Miss. Time.
Reagan's final stress test begins with a 400-yard run through unforgiving terrain to a shooting platform. From there, Reagan must race an additional 50 yards to collect 4 rounds of .308 ammo, then return to the platform and must hit each target once, starting at the 100, then going to the 300. Next is 400 and 500 yards. Remember, she can't move to the next target until each shot is made, and every time she runs out of ammo, it's a 50-yard run for 4 more rounds.
Here you go. Right there, grab 4 rounds, 4 rounds only.
Ain't working.
There you go. As you walk up, take some deep breaths. As you're putting your ears on, try to catch your breath. Work while breathing, work while breathing.
Hit. Hit. Target 3. Miss. Miss.
Think about what you need to do. Think about what you need to do. Walk up to it, take deep breaths.
Hit. Miss. Miss. Miss.
Stay with it, stay with it. Walk up to it, take some breaths. Walk up to it, take some breaths.
Miss.
Go big or go home.
All right, Reagan, target 4. Hit.
There you go. Time. Good job. There you go.
Good job, Reagan.
Well, like for us, Reagan's already an athlete, so we got that going for us. And she did great. You know, the things we're asking for is not easy to do.
No way.
25-yard pistol, 500-yard long gun, that's
Crazy.
Yeah, no Joe Schmo can do that. And so she was hitting the target, she did a good job. Having said that, she's a novice. She needs to be trained in the fundamentals of grip and trigger squeeze and all the, the basics that you teach. You know, we got to beat the basics up, and that's exactly what I'm going to start with.
Same here, athletic basics, just her running mechanics, her agility and ability to change directions, her ability to just stay in control, keep her heart rate under control.
Right.
All these things are areas for improvement.
Right. And for y'all at home, I promise, if you do this with us, you're going to be a better shooter for it. Just like I said, don't be that guy that's out there slinging round after round after round. Train with us. We're going to give you tips every week to practice on. And if you do this program with us, it's an easy program, I promise. You're going to be a better shooter for it.
That's right, John's gonna make you a better shooter. I'm gonna help you become a better athlete. Each week, I'll give you exercise tips that you can do at home. Our friends from the Noir Show are gonna follow along and demonstrate them for you. And if you follow along over this 10 weeks, you'll most definitely become a better all-around athletic shooter.
So I'm really excited to kind of follow along with Reagan as she kind of builds herself up to be this, like, the epitome of the athletic shooter.
She's gonna be tough.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they really brought us on board also to kind of help demonstrate some of the things that he's gonna show her as well.
Right.
So it's kind of like we get a, best bang for our buck. We get to watch it and watch her grow and then be a part of it at the same time.
Balance, body control, breathing, heart rate, focus, all that. It's gonna make us better. If it's making Reagan better, it's gonna make us better.
So I'm excited, and I'm ready to do this, like, right now. So let's go.
So follow along with us. Try these tips at home. We want to hear from you. Send us your photos, send us your videos. Let us know how this stuff is working for you.
That's right. Training starts next week. So we're going to be doing mental focus. Hope to see y'all then.
This season on I Am Forever.
I'm gonna attack. Boom, throw the cross right back here.
I really hope that Reagan every week stays consistent with her practice so that overall she's becoming a better, more well-rounded athlete.
Just off right edge, probably about 0.4.
That one felt better.
So if it comes back a little bit, step back. If it's going in the front court, move forward.
Wait for it. There you go. Watch the water. Miss.